Hey guys, it's Jill and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be another vlog. I'm starting this one off with a Lulu haul. I got 25% off because I'm a nurse. They do this a few times a year, which this is only for full priced items. So I bought some black pieces that I've been wanting for a few years at this point, and I'm going to show you. The first one is the Define Cropped Jacket. It is just your classic Define. This is the Lulu fabric, and I'm gonna go and try it on actually. Here we are. It looks a little bit strange with my sweatpants on, but I'm liking the fit of this. I got size 6. It's pretty snug. This has been around for so long. I remember my sister in high school had one, which I would always steal. It was purple. Then the next piece that I got, I'm not gonna try it on. It is just the Align tank top. I do know that I like the fit of this one though, because I already own one in a light green color. I have a reading update and I've been working on this book on my Kindle. It is One Night Only by Walsh. This is about our FMC. Her name is Sarah and the MMC is Declan. So Sarah, she is more about the one night stands. She doesn't want to get emotional, and her and Declan spend the night together, and then it turns out on the weekend they both have a wedding. It is Declan's brother's wedding and Sarah's best friend's wedding, and coincidentally they are both the maid of honor and the best man. They're both pretty shook and they end up spending a decent amount of time together during this wedding, which I actually thought the whole book was going to be during this wedding weekend, but that is actually not the case, which I was a little bit disappointed in because I do like reading about weddings and stuff. I feel like there's good drama, and just with like the love in the air already, I feel like it's a pretty good setup for the two main characters to get together. Anyways, that didn't happen clearly. So now both of them are just back in, I believe they live in New York City, and they've basically just been avoiding each other, and it's a little bit odd. I feel like low-key Sarah is crashing out for like no reason, and it's affecting her work, it's affecting her every day, which is, I don't know, maybe a little bit over dramatic for me, but maybe she's on the younger side, or maybe she's even just dramatic in general. They met again after a few weeks of having like no contact, and there's some awkwardness. So far it is okay. I'm not really loving this. I'm going to continue with it regardless. I kind of only downloaded it because it was free on Kindle Unlimited, and I thought it would be a nice quick read, which it actually didn't really turn out to be. I've been reading this for a few weeks now, but hopefully I can finish it soon and I'll give you guys a final update. Cookie, you want to go for a walkie? Let's go for a walkie. Oh, some side eye. It's the next day and I have another fun day planned today. I'm going to be going to a different city to look at one dress shop, and I'm going with my friend Cindy. It should be really fun. Afterwards we're going to go to a cafe, so I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm gonna head out really soon. That parking was pretty stressful. The lot I was going to was full, but now I'm here and about to meet Cindy. I'm back from dress shopping, and again, I feel like I didn't find the one yet. I did find one that I really liked, but I'm not a huge fan of the exposed boning in the sheer bodice. I'm pretty sure at all of the dress stores I've been to, they've told me that you can get the bodice lined so that it prevents from seeing the boning as much. However, I've just been finding it difficult to picture that exactly, and Cindy, my friend that I was with, she agreed that it was kind of hard to visualize that without actually seeing either a picture or seeing it in person. I just feel like when you're spending that much money, I want it to be as close to what I want as possible without having to do too many alterations other than like length and straps and stuff like that. And I do keep thinking about one of the previous dresses I've tried on in London, and even the advisor today, she said, you know what, if you've been thinking about it for 2 weeks at this point, it might be the dress, so you should go back to that place and try it on. I'm really kind of getting more clarity as I continue, but also I'm getting a little bit tired, so I do kind of have to get the ball rolling with that so that I can check it off my list of things to do for the wedding. Miss Daisy took all of her toys out of Cookie's basket, and she's still wanting the other toys in the basket out. You're such a goofy puppy. It's the next day. Last night we went and got food. For dinner we went to State and Main, which I haven't been to before, but it was pretty good. I got the salmon bowl, and no, sorry, it was tuna. Then today my dad's painting one of the rooms upstairs, and we went to the store to grab some paint. The color is Oxford white if anyone cares, and my dad is working on that upstairs now. My mom and I have been running some errands here and there. We're actually going to be leaving soon to go look at Mother of the Bride dresses. Here's the painting update. It's just white. This wall used to have a bunch of permanent marker on it, and Dad put some high-hide primer on, so luckily that's all gone. And this is the wall he's working on currently. My mom ended up finding 2 dresses that she really loved at the store. She does have a long time still until the wedding, so she's going to think about it. But even for the Mother of the Bride dresses, they were taking 5 months to be ordered in. So it's not like you can just, I mean, some of them you can just take off the rack, but for those specific ones she was looking at, you can't. So she's going to think about it, continue to shop at some places as well in the meantime. It's a few days later and the room is all done. It looks awesome, and I'm really happy with being able to put the headboard back on too, my dad helped with. And now we just have to make the bed. Excuse those items there. I did film a section of this already, but the audio was kind of weird because our friends were over, so I feel like I was kind of yelling. So I'm going to redo this, but our one friend returned from China recently and he brought a few snacks. So I'm going to try these Pockies. They are Harry Potter butterbeer flavor. And then I also have some Oreos to test as well. It's basically kind of like butterscotch or caramelly, which I don't love caramel. I think I actually prefer butterscotch. But yeah, these aren't bad and I've never seen them before, so it was fun to try. And then there's a bunch of Oreos. I can't read, so I'm gonna try to remember what my friend said. I think these are cheese flavor. And then these ones are strawberry. I tried those too, they were both good. And I also tried this matcha ice cream, which was tasty. But I wanna test out flavors I haven't tried yet. This is the peach one, I believe. And then this is grape and peach. This is the grape one. I don't think I like that one very much. It kind of tastes like grape medicine. That one was good. I feel like that might have been my favorite one, honestly. There was, I think everyone ate it, but there was one that was raspberry and blueberry. That one was also pretty good. I love trying unique snacks that I can't get anywhere else. currently in the waiting room to try and get tickets for Olivia Rodrigo, which she announced, I think it was just last week. However, I will say I don't really love when artists already announce a tour without the whole album coming out. I still want to try to go, but I just feel like I want to hear the whole album before committing to getting these tickets, preferably. But anyways, it's okay, I'm still gonna try. But I'm also a little worried how much these are going to be, because the last time I saw her, I was in the 300s, pretty far back, and they were $150, and I don't really want to spend more than that. We'll see what the prices are, if I'm even able to get into the actual, like, leave the queue and go and look. But yeah, I'll update soon. Okay, this is so annoying. There's like single seats, but it's literally like $470. Oh, where'd it go? Yeah, see these like single seats? That one's $300, and then the floor, bye. Well, I had no luck with those tickets. As you saw, the cheapest one was around $300, which my max was $150. Apparently there were some nosebleeds initially for $150-ish, but even though my spot in the queue was okay, it wasn't good enough to grab those ones. So we shall try on Thursday when the general sale goes on. In the meantime, while I was waiting in the queue, I did end up finishing One Night Only, and I actually quite enjoyed the last, I would say, third of the book. It took me so long to get through this. I think it was over a month, which is not typical for me, but because of that, I can't rate it, I feel like, too highly. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 stars. So there was a pretty big reveal around the 70% mark, and I know in a previous clip talking about this book, I thought she was a little over dramatic, but I found I was able to understand where she was coming from and her reaction from this news that she found out. She was really crashing out and hesitant to pursue a relationship with Declan, and honestly, if I were her, I probably would have been the same. So yeah, in this case, I didn't really think she was being dramatic, but she definitely was earlier. Also, her roommate was really rude to her at the end. She mentions in a brief paragraph at the end something that her roommate says to her, which was during this third act breakup, and I just feel like she deserves better friends and a better roommate than that girl. But luckily she did have two other really great and supportive friends, so I guess they make up for her weird roommate. And overall, I was actually pretty surprised with how much I enjoyed the last quarter, or sorry, like the last third of this book. When things weren't really working out, it like hurt my heart. So I feel like when you have body reactions, that's always a good sign, you know? The ending was pretty funny too, like when they have their love declaration. It was definitely that rom-com vibe. I think this author actually has a new release, whether it's coming up soon or is already out. Let me check my list. Oh, bye. It already came out like a few months ago. It was How to Write a Love Story. So maybe I'll pick this one up, or it might even be on Kindle. Okay, it's not available on KU. But maybe I'll pick it up for the summer for some nice, easy summer romance reads. And that's going to be the end of this video though. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in a new video soon. Bye!